he was dared to come on his mum's pillow. And he's like, alright, and then goes upstairs to do it.
He actually did.
And then drains the water.
You drain the full flavour out.
Then you're draining all the flavour out.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't. Shut the fuck up. No, it doesn't, because there's still flavoring in it, in the noodles.
Yeah,
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. This
You don't
this
drain all of it
conversation's
out, you
over.
drain most
This
of it.
conversation's over. Next topic. Oh shit! I need to clear that one off. There it is. Let's just go for the one right underneath it. The dumbest people you've met. Discuss.
The dumbest people you've met.
Maybe it's a work situation.
I work at a supermarket, so I'm bound to have a story. I just got to try to think of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of like little things. I mean, like, Reese is one of the dumbest people I've ever met.
Oh,
I'm sure you don't mean that.
yeah, right.
No, I don't mean that.
I remember I was stacking shelves at work once, and this guy comes up to me, and he's just some bogany looking dude, and he asked me, I shit you not, this is what he asked me. He comes up to me, he goes, "Hey mate, do you know where I can find one of those boxes with the shit in it?" My first instinct was, like, I wanted to say, "Oh yeah, mate, that's just aisle 2, yeah?" I literally started just like, what? I can't remember what he was actually looking for, but fuck.
The boxes with the shit in it. I love that.
Don't you get the boxes with the shit in it?
Yeah, you know, right? Yeah.
That's like
Fucking
every
hell.
customer who comes up to the fucking bar and just says, "Yeah, mate, I'll grab a beer."
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
Which one,
that's like
mate?
going to a cafe and ordering a coffee. You're like, "Oh, can I have a coffee?"
Which, like,
Yeah?
you don't know how many people have done that.
Oh,
Give
mate.
me a beer. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just a fucking King's Cup, just all of it?
That's when you pour him a fucking like cider or something.
Yeah, I'll give you a soda, mate.
They stand there and just smile at you, and you're like, "That's not gonna help."
No,
Ah,
man. But apart from that, I don't know. There's been a lot of dumb things. But even if, like, you guys knew the person who I think is dumb, I don't want to say it because it would be mean to them.
it was my
It's
first thought
alright.
as
It's
well,
me,
but
isn't it? You can say it's me.
No, it's not you, mate. It's not you. Although I did hear a lot of stories about this one guy named Tobias.
Oh, yeah.
He did a lot of dumb things. I wouldn't say.
Explain.
Oh, he just did a lot of fucked shit, like all kids. I don't know
I
if
think
I would consider. I don't know if I want to talk about it on the internet.
Wait,
I don't
is
know
this
if
is
it's,
this a real person you guys know, or is this like someone on the
Yeah, this
internet?
is one of
someone
it's one of my
Victoria.
friends.
Oh, alright.
And he just
Yeah.
he did a lot of just fucked up shit. You know, games of like Truth or Dare,
Mm.
and he was just dared to do. I think I may have told you, or told you guys at one point, but he was dared to do a lot of fucked up shit. Where obviously you'd say, "Fuck that! I'm not doing that." He'd be like, "Yeah, alright."
He would just no, like I don't know if everyone had one of those friends. He would just do anything you told him.
No way.
That's me.
But yeah, that's kind of lame.
Do you think there's any of those things that's we could discuss on YouTube?
How bad could they be? I mean, look, you can say it, and if it's so bad, I can just bleep it out.
Alright, fine. So,
The whole thing's just
Yeah, alright, just fucking edit.
Just from now on, it's just
okay, so there was one.
hippopotamus.
No, there was one where he was dared to come on his mum's pillow. And he's like, "Alright," and then goes upstairs to do it. And
He actually did.
How do you know he actually did? How do you know he actually did?
No,
How do you know he just didn't go to the shower, get some soap?
aftermath.
He could have just got some soap, some pump soap, and just gone.
No, he definitely didn't. He took his laptop into his mum's room, laid on her bed, started.
no way.
He actually did it.
What about when his mum found that?
We don't know. Like she just laying in bed one night and goes,
What the fuck?
Rusty. Oh.
I feel like
"No,
if
that's
that,
that's
you know, tell him about the other one.
what other one? That's the worst one. So like
The one with the
we edit this out. To be honest,
the
I
one
don't
with
want to do that to
the-
him.
dildo and the
What the
he never
fuck
shoved,
did
he never
you?
shoved That wasn't true. That was
Okay.
actually one of the ones that wasn't true.
It wasn't true.
Okay.
No,
This whole
I
time
know
I'm
it wasn't
thinking,
true.
disgusting.
doing
Yeah,
those
I
good
agree with
shapes.
Reese. Cheers to that one. Next topic.
Well, it's good to know that.
Let's not include that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just either gonna cut that or bleep the whole thing
Just
out.
cut it. Just cut it.
Oh, I didn't say. Reese and I didn't say what the dumbest people we know were.
You go first.
The only thing I could think of is just this one customer. He was an alright guy at first, right? He came up to the bar and bistro, and he's like, "Oh, mate, can I get a drink?" Yada yada yada. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll get you a drink." He got his drink and he went off into one of the other rooms in the venue. He seemed like an alright guy. Then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, mate, is there anywhere I can smoke other than out in the tab area? Because I've got like this work call and I don't want them to hear all the gambling noises. Can I smoke in the back area?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, mate, but that's still a non-smoking area. I can't do anything about that." And then his whole persona just changed and he turned into this fucking arsehole. And he was like, "Well, I'm gonna do it anyway, so you're gonna have to kick me out." So I'm like, "All right, fine." And yeah, we kicked him out.
Yeah, well,
It's just as simple as that.
Since we're talking, this doesn't constitute as dumb, but since we're talking about,
Well, it
funny
can
things at
also
work.
be like annoying people,
Yeah.
or just people you just want to fucking call out.
unfortunately, didn't actually see this, but I was working. Apparently, this crackhead, at Seymour. This is when I was working at Seymour. All these notorious for a lot of crack. I've seen my fair share of crackheads.
Trust
This
me,
crackhead comes in.
You know our crackheads.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have too.
We work in Liverpool.
Yeah. This crackhead comes in. I think he just comes in. I don't know. He was probably like high or fucking on whatever. He's high as a kite. Comes in, just buys like two roast chickens, two full roast chickens. Buys them, and then just sits out the front of the store and just starts like just devouring them like an animal, just fucking leaving bits of chicken and shit everywhere. And people have to come and clean it up. Like just fucking like chowing down on these chickens.
Not even pulling it
Completely
out.
destroys
Eating
both
it.
two whole chickens.
And he ate the
Starts
whole.
fucking feasting on it.
What the fuck?
Two full chickens.
Oh my
We
gosh.
should just buy
They do
chickens.
meth, guys.
You can't even go home. You're like, I gotta eat these now.
I mean, hey, at least he won't be hungry.
Yeah.
God.
Oh
Just
wow.
leaving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reese?
No.
There's no notable story that comes to mind simply because, and I wish there was, because hundreds of things have happened at work, but it's like they come in, I experience them, I get so pissed off and over it that I dump the information.
I wish I could do that.
If I think of something, I'll let you know, but at the moment, ever since being in lockdown for all these months, all my anger towards work has just disappeared, so.
I can't even remember I'm forgetting regulars' names up here. Like, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Alright. Cheers to that, boys. Next topic.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Oh, I think I need a bottle opener. No, I don't. Never
Nah, you
mind.
can do it. You're a
Just
big
so
man. You're a big, strong boy.
You're so strong.
Oh no.
Can we just take a moment? Like, honestly, let's take a moment to just admire Sam's mustache. I really do like it.
Yeah. I think it's
Look at
That's
that.
more where that
Nice.
came from.
yeah.
So remember to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe for
Mustache.
more shots of Sam's mustache.
Every area of Sam's body that grows hair is just shaped like a mustache now.
we need that.
With a gap in the middle.
We need the clip from the second Port Douglas vlog of when he put the glasses on in the Novotel. And it's like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
With the mo.
Alright, check that one off. Ding. Ah, which one do we pick? We've only got a couple. Well,
Come
we've got.
on, I'm waiting for this question.
Just ask it yourself.
Ka-chow. Titties?
It is.
No, it wasn't that one. But titties. Can they be too big?
Can they? Yes, they can.
Yes.
There we go. Alright, we're already halfway through.
Okay.
Reese, you think differently?
No. I want the boys. I don't know. Somebody else. start.
Taylor, what do you think?
Oh, we're actually talking about titties?
Yes, it was a topic. It can be over really quickly.
Well, yeah, they can be too big. I mean, like, over a certain size, they just get too heavy. And then
Yeah, like back
person
problems.
dies
and
of back injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't be too big.
Can they be too small?
No.
shit. Yeah.
What?
Well, they-
Sam's got a maximum and a minimum. They have to fit within that range.
Yeah.
Sam just like they
I've
have to
got-
be a
I've
C
got
cup or higher.
standards, alright.
Oh my god. I'd like to say all size matters, you know. Please don't cancel us, you know. Like we like all, not me because I'm already taken, you know. But I'm sure Reese likes all titties,
I am, mate.
all men.
I'm appealed by all shapes and sizes, mate. But, mate, I've got to say, I've got a lot of love for the girls that have smaller breasts, mate. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, mate.
But
What
you're
about when
not
they're
too
just like
picky, are you?
non-existent and they just have nipples?
Mate, I'm open for it, mate. It's all right. I'm not
Yeah.
judgmental.
What's wrong with that, huh? Is there something wrong with that? What would you like to say to
Huh?
our small titty viewers right now?
Yeah, you fucking pig like me.
I don't think any of our viewers have tits.
Well, no one's subscribed to this channel yet. But if you're watching
Yeah,
in the
what
future
penises?
and you have small titties, we still love you. Just gotta put that in there for the future.
All right, cheers to that. Next topic.
Especially this guy.
Liam, you didn't answer. Cheers.
Oh yeah, did I said they can be too
Oh.
big and they can't
Oh,
be too
okay.
small?
Yeah, okay, all right.
Reese, I love your mug. Did you steal that from work?
Sean gave it to me. It's an
Ah.
Asahi mug.
Yeah, I know.
I first drunk from it when we went to Taylor's farewell dinner at
That's me.
when we went to
Oh yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves. Should we do that?
Italian
No, we'll do it
restaurant.
next time.
Oh, we may as well do it right now. I'm Taylor.
hang on, go again.
What?
It's introducing.
Yeah.
My name's Taylor.
Reese.
Nah.
I pointed to Liam, but it's
Uh,
alright.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm Liam.
Pointed
You're
to me on my screen.
yeah, you're pointing to nothing on my screen.
You put me. I was
Got
like,
Liam here, Sam here,
Okay,
and Reese down there.
that's
Liam
correct for me.
pointing,
I've
so-
got Reese, Taylor, and Sam.
Oh yeah.
okay, so Liam, you do
right.
it, and so
Okay.
I'm down, am I?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Sam is diagonal, and Taylor, you're to the right. All right, so I'll
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, I'm Liam, and down here we've got,
Reese.
and over there we've got,
Samuel.
fucking hell, you're
Samuel.
late. Over there
Nobody
we've
fucking
got,
calls you Samuel.
and we've got over there Taylor. Fuck,
we
my
have Taylor.
fingernails are long.
Mate, you can hardly see.
That was terrible. Let's just continue onwards, please.
That
You're the
has to go at the
questionnaire.
start. That has to go at the start.
Yeah.
God, my fingernails are numb.
Pause. It's just.
And then the clip of the cum in the wall. Oh, not the cum in the wall, cum in the mum's pillow. That's a story for another time.
That was you.
No,
Let's talk about that.
no.
All right, let's move on to the next subject.
Don't worry about
When
that.
does incest become wrong?
Yes.
You wanted this one, did you?
I didn't want this one, no. But I read this one, and I'm like, what sort of fucking question is that?
I don't know.
Which sick bastard wrote that one?
I know who wrote it, but I'm not going to say.
So, when... Oh,
Let's have some sophisticated debates on this. Like, this is an actual genuine conversation.
Okay, I'll go first. Anyone that's related to you in any way.
got it.
Doesn't matter if they're like your distant third cousin. Doesn't matter if they're your dad. It's all the same.
I wish someone told me this before.
What? I don't get the question. So you're saying, when does it become incest?
That's exactly what it says. It says, when does incest become wrong? Implying that the person who wrote this thinks that on some level, at some point, it's okay.
Well, I mean, like, if
Well,
we're
when you,
just
when you
talking...
think about it, well, every human's related to each other.
That's true. That is
You go
true.
back far enough. Now, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about Adam and Eve and shit, but like just like science, like everyone's related to
Yeah,
each other.
evolution. All people, everyone who has blue-colored eyes, are related in some way because they all descended
Yeah.
from one common ancestor.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, right.
I read somewhere that everyone on the planet is at least 40 cousins. I think. I
Yeah,
think it was 40
yeah, that makes sense too.
each other. Yeah.
So
Even a black man in Africa was related to a blue-eyed German. You know,
Wow.
And,
Wow.
like very. That's
can-
probably the most distant you can get.
yeah, and also using Facebook, you can connect 2 people anywhere in the world through 9 people.
really?
So 9 people's friend lists.
What?
Yeah,
That's
No
insane.
way. That's crazy.
100%. Although, back to the original question,
Crazy.
if I'm
Back to the
going
topic at hand.
I'm going to attempt to answer it, I would say, hugging, that's okay. maybe when you're, I don't know, adults, maybe a kiss on the cheek. That's fine. But I think everything else is
Yeah.
not okay.
Kiss on the lips,
I
too
think
far.
If anyone in
far.
my family tried to hug me, I'd punch him in the head. That's my mum.
So it depends on my household. Reese?
I 100% in the same boat. I did write this question. I did submit this question.
I did.
And yeah.
What sort of thing were you
I
fucking...
wasn't gonna call you out.
I can't remember.
up?
I think I was sitting there and I thought, what's something funny but really wrong? And I just thought of that. I genuinely at all do not agree with it at all. It makes me feel like throwing up. But it is interesting when you look back at the cases in history of when it's happened. It's interesting that it's so, it's been such a prevalent thing in the world and probably still is to this day.
Especially in
But-
Alabama.
Yeah,
Sweet home
papers are all fucked up when they're
Alabama.
born.
Well, I think that, and this isn't supporting it in any way, but I think that's when it's direct, relation,
like immediate family.
yeah, immediate family. I think that
Yeah,
if
like
it's your
siblings and
fourth,
shit.
fifth, sixth cousin, again, I'm not a scientist, I have no knowledge on this at all, but I'm assuming that the later down the line it gets, the less, DNA, and chromosome and cell problems you have. I'm assuming that it does differentiate later down the line. No way do
How
I...
much DNA do you actually share with a fifth cousin? I feel like they may as well just be a biological stranger.
Yeah, but are you telling
Alright.
me that it gets to your fifth cousin, and you find out that you're fifth cousins, and then you just be like, eh? Because
What
for
even
me,
is your fifth cousin? It's like your great. You share a great grandparent or something.
Who's to know that somebody that you're interacting with every day or know isn't in some way? I remember this happened in high school. We connected, I think it was 4 people in our grade to each other, but didn't realize until later in year 12.
No way.
Yeah.
Amy Kalevsky and Richard Lazarevsky were distant cousins. That
Oh,
nobody
shit.
knew.
Well, they have
and
similar
then-
last names. They both end in the ski.
I
Yeah.
think
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it kind of
Well, it
does.
means they're from the same part of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there was another connection within our year, but I can't remember who it was. But again, it can happen from super bizarre circumstances where someone that you're interacting with every day or have for a number of years, or you pass in the street or you see at a workplace might be your cousin. Later down the line, you just have no clue that that's the case. And
Yeah, for exactly
you.
for my mum, she was friends with this girl named Kylie all throughout high school, and it wasn't until they got out of high school that they found out they shared an aunt, and they were very closely related.
How bizarre! And there's no way.
Dang.
What's stopping you from sleeping with one of these people without your knowledge that
well-
you're even related?
Honestly, nothing except for morals.
No, but
No,
but
if you don't know that you're
don't know
related
that-
to them.
Oh, well, then
Don't-
literally
Oh,
nothing.
yeah. Exactly. So that's the thing. So when does incest become wrong? If you're unknowing towards it, it clearly can't be wrong to you because you don't know it. So if anything, that's supposed to be scary because it makes you question who you're sleeping with and who you know is are they actually related to you? Do you know them in any way?
Wow. Am I gonna
It's-
have to
I
go get a DNA test after this?
It is. It's an interesting thing.
I'll be back in a second, boys. I'm really sorry.
But how's this guy going?
Okay, on the topic of DNA tests, would you guys ever do one of those things where you send your blood to that company and they give you your heritage stats and shit?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of my mum really wants to do it because there's dad's side of the family we're pretty certain we know the whole thing, but mum's side there's a question mark about maybe 4 generations in. So mum really wants us to do Kyle and I and her to do DNA tests just to see if our theories are true.
You're English, right?
English on both sides, but on dad's
Yeah.
all the way back. We have it's really weird. We have the original papers from when they immigrated here, but
Oh, no.
mum's side it goes back about 4 generations, and we don't know. We know that one side's definitely English, but we don't know what the other one is. So-
Cropper English. I know
Proper,
Smith is the most English name.
Smith is the most basic of names.
Yeah, English as fuck.
Where's Torpy come from?
Toby's Irish.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I think Prop as
I'm
well.
Yeah.
Smith
Cropper,
may
yeah,
be
Cropper sounds Irish.
Smith may be a fucking a very white last name, but it came from Africa. Smith was my dad. My dad's full African.
I don't know where my last name came from.
And again,
white.
the Africans, especially South Africa, had
There's
these
white
whole
people in Africa.
Afrikaner.
Yeah, but where did they come from?
I don't know.
Everyone who's fucking yeah, Africa's like 50-50 white and black. It's like a 50-50 split. But they all came from like Ireland and England as well.
Yeah,
Same as Australia.
my dad came from Zambia, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. Saying that like where those white people come from is like saying there's like an Asian person that lives in America or something like that. When you ask him like, oh, you know, where'd you come from, and they'd be like America. Like, no, where'd you like come from? Like,
Yeah, well,
that can be-
they're obviously American. Like they're American, but they're not European. Neither is any American. They're not American. They're European.
I'm Caucasian. I look like everyone else in the street who's Caucasian. But at work, by the Serbians, because a great population of our work sort of demographic are Serbian, I am frequently, I don't know what it is about me, but it's happened a lot over not just working at the hotel, but over time. I've been asked where I'm from and what my accent is, and I say it's just I'm Australian. I was like born here, and they're like, no, and they're like, your parents, and I'm like, I was born here in Australia. Like I'm Australian. There's no, it's like just because I speak different or I say that I'm from Australia, I still get a lot of disbelief, and this happens more frequently than you can imagine. I still get a lot of people like disbelieving where I'm from, even when I say Australia. It's like, even though you're saying you're from somewhere, you might actually be from there. People still have like this perception that just because you sound different or you look a little bit different, you're actually not from where you say you are. I don't know.
yeah.
Everyone in Australia, every white person, but everyone has different backgrounds. It's always someone from Europe.
I think Australia's got like, it's not a problem, but it's become more common for people to question what your background is when you say Australian, simply because we're such a great multicultural country. That these days you see another Caucasian on the street, there's no assuming that they're like Australian born and parents Australian born, because you don't know
You
where.
can't know.
Yeah,
There's no way to tell. Unless they're actually Aboriginal, which are the only actual Australians, really, I suppose.
And like, there's no way that you'd look at Taylor and go, his dad's from Zambia. Like, it's just, it's
Yeah.
no way that you would think that, especially with the last name Smith. You wouldn't guess it.
And I'm like the whitest person out there. Although I've been trying, I'm very culturally diverse now. In the last year alone, I've eaten more foreign food than I ever have in my freaking life.
Last year alone, you've
Definitely
eaten
not
more
racist,
foreigners.
then. Definitely not racist. I ate some dim sims yesterday, so I'm not racist.
At least I'm trying.
I had a snack pack. I'm basically from the Middle East.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Man, to
Is
think
it
that
because of your mic cord, Sam? Because you're leaning? Or...
Get the freaking camera, boy.
Oh, Liam, what's your heritage?
Yeah.
yeah. Mum's side is from England, Europe. Dad's side, it's a mystery because we don't know who Dad's real dad is. So
Wow.
there's rumors that it could be Aboriginal descent because of reasons that I won't go into.
That's okay. Yep.
But yeah.
Wow.
What about your great uncle?
Shut up!
Why don't you tell the viewers who your great uncle?
All right,
is,
yeah, Sam doesn't know this. Sam, my great uncle was Ivan Milat.
He was what?
Ivan Milat, Australia's most famous serial killer.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know
Jesus,
the proper relation. Great uncle is probably not exactly the way it is, but somewhere on my mum's side, like one of my nana's sister married someone he's related to directly.
Is Sam
Wow.
frozen for anyone?
Sam
else?
is
So
frozen.
it's through marriage.
Yeah, it's through marriage. Yes,
He's
not
just
through blood.
constantly.
Yeah, so it's not
On him.
like blood relation.
No, but
Hang
still,
on.
the connection is there.
I don't know how to fix this. I'm just black on my screen.
You're just frozen. You're just.
He's just on his camera.
Alright, I'll leave the call and come back.
All right.
We'll do Sam's.
Oh, I want to take a photo.
Oh,
of
we
that.
can still do it. We can still do Sam's thing.
Why are you losing your right hand?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, he's back to normal now.
And he's still doing the pose.
Yeah,
Please freeze again. No, I don't think it's gonna.
Alright.
Yeah, there he is.
Now I'm more in the center.
Yeah, that is. Although I think I might have liked it better when you were off center and more in the
Yeah.
right side of the screen. You
Okay,
can just
well,
move yourself, just move your chair. Don't worry about moving the... Alright. It was the other side, but alright.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no.
I can't.
Alright.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. I like
Then
that.
there's too much empty space over on the left.
Alright, then go to the other side then.
That make you look good.
Fuck, I'll
mate.
just go in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this hoodie off though.
Ooh, here
Yeah?
we go.
Yeah?
Here we go. Oh,
Reese.
Just-
yeah, take it off.
Reese, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's wearing the
Oh,
same brand
fuck.
shirt as his jumper. Look at
Whoa.
that, showing his arms. I can do
Ripping the
that.
Kiss Chasey. Whoa.
Yeah, mate.
Sponsorship? Sponsorship?
Sponsorship. Choose Kiss Chasey if you're
Get some
watching.
free
please-
shirts. Get some free shirts, please.
Please sponsor us. We're not
Sam's
sponsored
frozen.
yet, but
Sam's frozen. Oh, no, he's back.
here he is.
Anyway, what
Alright.
were we just talking about?
Relation, Ivan Milat's my uncle.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think if you were related to a serial killer, I think that's badass. I don't think.
It is honestly interesting, like, going to different, like, when I go to a new job or, like, at a party and for some reason it comes up and seeing people's different reactions. There's always two reactions. It's either, oh, that's actually really interesting, wow, or, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought the reactions would either be like, "Who's that?" or
Yeah, I don't
"What?"
actually know who that was.
Just out of disbelief.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know who it was. And
I
Oh, who's that other really famous one? Fucking.
Ted Bundy,
No, he's Australian.
the guy that starts with M.
Guy who
That was in the
starts with
ones-
M.
I can't remember his fucking name.
I've got no idea.
when was he active?
80s,
Ned
I think.
Kelly. Ned Kelly.
No, fuck, he wasn't a fucking serial killer.
He could have killed.
Um,
I don't know
I
actually.
can't remember his name. It will probably come to me eventually.
Manson Monroe.
what?
Man, is that what his
You
name?
mean?
What?
Did you combine?
Did you combine Marilyn Manson with Marilyn Monroe?
I did. I don't know my serial killers. I was trying to remember after one time we were watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Charles
And then-
Yeah,
Manson.
the Manson family.
Oh, Charles
Yeah.
Manson.
When
What did I
Reese was
say?
like, see that guy right there? That's that
Charles
Manson
The
guy."
Australian
Actually,
actor.
I didn't actually even know who that was until I watched that movie.
Yeah, right.
No,
Who?
yeah, I
Charles
didn't know who it
Manson
was either.
or the actor?
Yeah,
Oh.
Charles Manson. Like,
Yeah, no.
Don't get me
Just-
started.
No, fun
on-
fact, Charles Manson didn't actually kill anyone.
He did kill people. He didn't kill any people at the Tate house.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry to ruin that for you.
He didn't
Mate.
kill any people with what?
Oh, are we actually? Do you want me to start my ramble on about Charles Manson?
Sure.
Is there a ramble? What's that a ramble about?
Do a small ramble, because mate, I want to do a fucking essay on this. So Charles Manson, though, he's known for one particular case, the Tate murders, where Sharon Tate and 4 people were murdered, 5 people murdered. The Tate residence by the Manson family, who were followers of Charles Manson. But that same night, Charles Manson, there was a second murder, the LaBianca murder, which happened immediately, or the night after the Tate murder. Charles Manson didn't murder anyone that night either, but he was more involved physically at the scene. But Charles Manson he was never arrested for murder, but it is strongly, there's a lot of evidence to show that he did murder someone, or possibly multiple people. One of them being one of his followers at the time, who he is, or they never found the body, so they can't confirm it, but they believe he was beheaded by Charles Manson, because Charles had this giant sword that he used to keep in his dune buggy on the ranch that they lived on. Anyway, so Charles Manson is potentially a murderer, but he never murdered anyone for the cases which he's most known for.
Okay.
No evidence that he actually murdered.
What's that?
But there's actually no evidence that he did
There's,
murder.
as far as I'm aware, from the I've read Helter Skelter, which is a book by Vincent Bugliosi. He's the lawyer during the trial, and the book outlines a lot about Charles Manson and his murderous history, but I don't think it actually has any evidence suggesting that he did in fact personally murder someone. But he was more involved with murders and the encouragement of it than not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But going back to Ivan Milat, it's funny because I lived on Selway Avenue in Moorbank. I grew up on Selway Avenue, and he lived on Junction Road, which was the street immediately behind. So he was never there
Wow.
when I was living there. He was imprisoned my whole life. But it's still the fact that I grew up a street aside from where Ivan Milat grew up.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Wow.
Shit.
Crazy.
We're all connected.
All right. All that from a question about incest.
Nice.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers, boys.
Incest. Right.
Incest. Or lack thereof.
Lack thereof. Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh, what am I doing? Hang on, let's
I
go
don't
again.
Do we wave? Do we do a?
Two, anything. 3, 2, 1. See you next time.
Sam didn't do anything.